They legit don't know how to talk to women because all of this random ass they've been getting away with.
Whenever guys say, I don't approach women because I don't want to come off as a creep, number one, you have low self esteem.
And a guy came up to me and was like, "What kind of tomatoes do you usually go for?" Brain like immediately thinks they're hitting.
Okay, if this guy stopped you on the street and he was 6'5" and he was so handsome, what would you do? Oh my God, I'd go out for a drink with him.
Be assessing women now, and it's more than just their physical looks, because a lot of y'all are beautiful. But when I just look at y'all mannerisms, the way that y'all think, the way that y'all talk to people, more often than not, I don't be wanting to talk to women.
But why is it a struggle to come and approach women?
Nervous. On top of that, some of y'all are mean, like for no reason, just mean as hell.
I just need all my men to come to the front because I have a question that us women would like to know. Why is it so hard or challenging or difficult? I don't know what verb we need to use, but why is it a struggle to come and approach women? Question mark. I don't understand. It's like you can stare at somebody, you can be staring at a woman for hours to a minute and will not say nothing. And I have been told that it's because of rejection, but do you want the woman to come and approach you? Because some women feel like I am a woman and the man needs to approach. Mwah. So, what is it? What is it? Is it the letdown? Is it the rejection? Is it you just like to stare from a distance? Why y'all like to approach? Question, please answer. Why is it so hard or challenging?
She was basically going on to say, why is it so challenging or hard to approach women? And the true answer is that it's not, but unfortunately people or some women don't realize that men are like humans too, and if they don't have a whole lot of experience in like dating situations or approaching women, they're probably going to be nervous. On top of that, some of y'all are mean, like for no reason, just mean as hell, and don't recognize or more likely don't care that stabs at somebody's confidence. Like if you an average dude out here, you can talk to 10 women and you maybe might get a number for like two of them. You know what I'm saying? Unless you, like I said, unless you got vernacular status, money, you tend to be, good looking there or something. You know what I'm saying? More often than not, you're not going to get a whole lot of women. And the women that you are pulling ain't really about to be probably what you prefer. I guess it depends on the person, but, they not going to be all that more than likely. So it don't be worth it. You know what I'm saying? To get rejected on a regular basis, to be made feel like you ain't got it like that. For somebody to sit here and talk to you crazy, you know what I'm saying, and call you out your name or look at you. You ever had somebody, yeah, you ever had somebody look at you, look you up and down and be like, ew.
That's happening.
Like you ever had that shit happen? That's crazy as hell. So after a while, with some men anyway, you just don't you just don't approach no more. And then the other half of it that women probably don't even think about or acknowledge is y'all don't be worth it. A lot of y'all don't be worth it. Like a lot of y'all don't bring nothing but more burden and headache to what a man is already doing. So I'm about to sit here and go out of my way to sit here and try to convince you that you should give me the opportunity to pay your bills and make your problems mine,
Mm.
when all you gonna do is give me lip and decide to take away the only thing that I came here for, which was pussy in the first place. Even if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing as a man, the only real thing I get out of it for the most part is pussy. And then you want to sit
Mm.
here and try to manipulate and control me with that. It don't be worth it, bro. Like, not saying relationships at all don't be worth it, but you just get more selective about who you decide to shoot your shot at. At least I do. When I got older, it's like I'm not afraid to shoot my shot as I used to be. I'm not as nervous as I used to be, but at the same time, I just be assessing women now, and it's more than just their physical looks, because a lot of y'all are
Mm.
beautiful. But when I just look at y'all mannerisms, the way that y'all think, the way that y'all talk to people, more often than not, I don't be wanting to talk to women. It don't be too many women I want to approach or talk to. So that's my answer.
You see what the man said? He said it's the presentation, the attitude, acting like you're supposed to have the world, but not give the world, not showing reciprocation, acting like, yeah. Tons of ladies are doing that. Even the lady that made the video. No offense to you, sweetheart, but making a video say, oh, why is guy? You know why guys aren't approaching. Guys are all over the internet telling you. I understand, though, they're on TikTok to make a bag. But, you know what's crazy? There's so many videos. Because now we're coming into 2026. You guys got to see this. Watch this video.
Honestly, in this day and age, shame on the women who shit on guys who actually try.
Let me pause this really quickly. It says shortage of men approaching women in the big 25. That's 2025. And how we should be more encouraging and not make it out to be weird. So men are not approaching in the big 2025. She's trying to bring it into 2026 with men approaching. But you heard the man just speak. He spoke volumes. That's how plenty of guys speak. You ladies don't understand. That's why I went over to another country in the first place. This has been a problem. Let me hear her out though.
Respectfully to like get your number or like approach you or like just hit on you in general in like a public setting. Extra bonus points if it's not a bar or an atmosphere that involves alcohol. Like I hate when girls like you, like that guy like came up to me like what a weirdo. Like they literally need to be encouraged to do that. Like no one does it anymore. I love when men like shit on like girls who go out in bars and stuff. It's like stuff like that or whatever. But like, where are you gonna find your husband on Hinge? At the grocery store? They are not fucking approaching you there. Swear to God, whenever someone approaches me, specifically not in a bar setting, I have the utmost respect. Even if I don't find them attractive, I'll give them a number regardless or conversate with them regardless because it's like so admirable in this day and age to actually have the nerve and the kahunas to go and do that. So stop shitting on them because we need that.
See, now she says she's giving her number anyway. How truthful do you think she's being? But you know what? I believe her in a way. Why? Because the way she's talking, she's showing what? Desperation. So that's what it came to now. This is now. I guess we're going to put SpongeBob on here currently.
Meanwhile.
Right? Something like that. Or it probably was on there already. But check this out one. This one's going to be previously.
Question for the girls. Ladies, how do we feel about men approaching us in person to initiate?
Look what this says. How do women feel about being approached in person by a man? You cannot. The approaching woman you do not know in 2024 is unacceptable. So she's saying, other girl, bring it into 2026. This girl is talking about 2024. This has been happening for the longest time, even longer than that. Why? Think about all of the things you ladies did. Feminism came and made you hard. Harder than a rock. Remember that song? I know my old heads are here. Solid. These ladies like the old school jam. Solid as a rock. I don't know why that song just hit my head. I forgot how the rest goes, but that's y'all. Solid as a rock. Hard as men. Let me let it finish.
Initiate contact, ask us for our phone number, or ask us out on a date or get to know us. Because I have so many people in the comment section of my other video who are so opposed to that because they're so fearful of doing it organically. And I want to know from you girls, how do you feel about that? Me personally, I find it so attractive. I like it. I think men should be in their masculine energy approaching women.
What do you notice about this? I see a lot of truth in this, right? The last lady. Didn't she seem like the inflections in her voice? I can read it. I should be a, what do you call it? One of those guys that do FBI voice analyzations because I can hear the desperation in the last lady's voice, and I can hear it in her voice. That desperation is real. You hear it, right, guys? Just listen to her. You heard the last lady. She sounded desperate, right? Listen to her.
And asking us out organically in person, looking at us in our eyes and wanting to get to know us. I think that's how it's always been from the history of time. And now we have online dating, and it's screwing up the dating market and the dating situation going on right now. And people just have so many options, and they don't even have to put in any effort because all they do is scroll and slide in the DM saying, hey, what are you doing? Or whatever the case may be. So how do we feel about men approaching us in person? Clarify, I'm not asking whether you find him attractive or not. Let's take that out of the equation. I'm asking about the act of a man approaching you in person and asking you out. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, she really want ladies to answer, but I just made a video about this. You guys saw it, I'm sure. It was about ladies going to run clubs. I don't know if it didn't come out yet, but I think it's coming out today. Ladies going to run clubs to get a man, but they're messing at it. They're going to run clubs, and I heard run clubs is like where the freaks are going now. I don't know. I don't go to run clubs. I live in the Philippines, but still, I heard run clubs is where the freaks are going. So you're going to run clubs, and you messing that up too. Men know I want to get an easy piece. Go to a run club. I heard they're having orgies. That's crazy. You messing it up too? Nuts.
Here's where I think society has gone to extremes. There was a big shift in women thought it was creepy when men approached them in a bar. And I think a lot of men were like, okay, let's overcorrect this and just
not do it at all.
And then we would always ask women, okay, if this guy stopped you on the street and he was 6'5" and he was so handsome, what would you do? Oh my God, I'd go out for a drink with him. Okay, what if this guy stopped you on the street and he was just like a normal guy? She'd be like, no, I think that's weird. But how does the guy know if you think he's attractive enough or not to approach you?
Yeah.
And what does that do to the guy's psyche?
Yeah.
But I also do agree in the sense of men are not as confident as they used to be.
Yeah.
But that wasn't always a good strategy.
Feminism.
Too confident. Too confident.
Yeah.
The world's gotten so sensitive.
There's so many cooks in the kitchen.
I got my own
There's so
bag,
many
too.
people's opinions out there of like what's right, what's wrong.
Right.
And we're all individuals. We all like certain things. You are very modern, but also you have like these little traditional things to do with you. And I'm kind of very similar. We as a society can't just keep putting people into boxes or putting actions or putting categories into this is the only way that it goes.
People should just be respectful and tasteful. Like
going up to a girl in a bar isn't creepy.
No.
If you're creepy, it's creepy.
If you're creepy about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a way to do it and take a hint, obviously.
Yeah.
But I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I kind of empathize with guys right now a little bit. Some of my guy friends are really struggling with that.
Yeah, a lot of guys are. A lot of guys are. A lot of guys will continue to struggle, right? Because a lot of guys don't have the chance to make mistakes. That's what the Me Too movement did. That's what feminism did, woman empowerment. It didn't give guys the chance to make mistakes. A guy makes a mistake, that can cost him the rest of his life. People don't understand how sickening that is. It really is. And that's why guys are saying, no mas, I'm not interested.
I feel like it's so rare that men shoot their shot in public anymore, or like even just say hi like a normal human being. I feel like men are so intimidated now and hiding behind social media. They don't know how to talk to girls in real life anymore. And the ones that do are like the freaks, and they be approaching you in the weirdest ways.
If young men should be, then they wouldn't be that bothered by this. Doesn't really help us when it comes to boys growing up, and that is one of my worries, that for teenage boys now, they are so terrified of the consequences of putting a foot out of line. It's hard enough being a young teenager, working out how things are, working out how to do dating and all of that, without the terror that if you touch in the wrong place at the wrong time, you may find that your whole life is destroyed.
See, I
and there
like
is
that
far
terror.
too much.
I like that.
As a
I
mother
think
of
that
a
men
teenage
should be
boy, I
frightened.
don't like
Really?
that terror.
That's the most delicious thing I've ever heard.
I think that
awful.
men should be frightened.
I think
that attitude actually is part of the problem too. That's to me toxic femininity.
Is that healthy?
Yes, I
The
think
other
it is
point-
actually. I think it's better to not have a physical relationship than to have one that could ruin a woman's life.
But then how do they ever start?
Well, don't. If you're not 100% sure.
What are you going to have? A bunch of neutered boys who
But
never
it's
had...
so obvious.
We actually do
It's
have
one
that.
of
Gen Z is having far less sexual relationships
Yes,
than any
they
ever
are.
before.
It's true.
And
young
hang
people
on.
have stopped having sex.
See, it's never gonna go back. The old days, you get ladies got to give it up. Either you approach, because men are done chasing, men are done talking, men are done approaching. The old days are gone, long gone. You killed it. You did. And you're on the internet hoping and wishing and praying for someone to talk to you. Maybe you should have did more talking then. It can't go back now. How can it? Men are holding the line because men have no choice but to hold the line. You have to understand what we have shown. Men have been shown a way of escape. The old days are gone. Ladies became masculine. Men said, okay, I'm happy to be one of the first. I'm packing up. I'm in Vietnam right now. I was in Hanoi. Right now, I'm in Ho Chi Minh. I was in Hanoi. When I was in Hanoi, I saw girls going into turning 18, right? Putting their makeup on, dressing up in a Vietnamese garb, and going to the lake to take pictures, right? In packs. I saw girls doing this in packs. Men nowhere to be seen. I said, where am I? It's like I'm in the land of feminine and delicate.
Video shoots over here.
Oh, yeah.
Wedding shoots. It's wedding shoots. Oh yeah, get footage of that. Madhu? Wow. Oh, so pretty.
Imagine you speak that language. Because still, speaking the language anywhere you go works better. You speak the language, you're showing, look, I'm one with the culture. You speak the, oh man, you go to Philippines, speak the language, you go to Vietnam, speak the language, even go to Africa. I know Brazil is off guard right now. Even go to Brazil and speak Brazilian, you're in there. Seriously. Yeah, I know guys are messing about Brazil, but I know guys that are still going to Brazil. What's his name? Shout out to you, man. He still go out there and do his thing. People have been banned. He's still there. Brazil, it's not offhand. It's not gonna say Brazil is still a good place for him. Because why? He's doing right. He's going out there, doing what he does, doing things by the book, and minding his business. And that's how you gotta do it.
I think I actually really understand why men are not approaching women out. Beyond the fact that the dating apps have kind of ruined dating culturally. I also think the emphasis we've been putting on consent is scary. And that's, I mean, it should be. I think I would prefer that you are concerned and erring on the safe side. Obviously, this is an important conversation that had to happen. I understand, though, why men have gotten into their heads, especially men who care a lot about not making a woman feel uncomfortable, that they would just err on the side of caution and not approach a woman at all. Like, I understand that.
Whole Foods, and I was picking out tomatoes, and a guy came up to me and was like, what kind of tomatoes do you usually go for? I I hate how my brain like immediately thinks they're hitting on you, you know? And he didn't ask me out, which was fantastic. But
someone call a search party because these TikToks are lost in Delulu land.
I feel like I've tried so long to give men the benefit of the doubt like that and just think that we could be having like a human to human conversation, and then they always ask me out. So it's like I hate that that's now what I assume is going to happen. So I automatically am like, ooh, like a little scared. And then but then like that guy was super cool, and it takes me like 2 seconds to realize like, okay, I don't think he's gonna ask me out, but I can only imagine what my face looks like when he first comes up to me. Oh, okay.
You see how she just reacted? This is a problem. Men know this is what's on most of these ladies' brains. So what's a man to do? When situations are like this, what is a man to do? You have to think about what you ladies have done. Look what you're still doing. Look how you still feel. Because the lie you've been told has been sold. Well, the lie that you're telling has been sold to so many of you that you all believe men are creeps. You wonder why men are not talking? All of you think men are creeps. Even the ones that are making videos saying, why are men not talking to women? You think men are creeps too. The Me Too movement did a number. And you guys have to understand. Because for a while, I said to myself, why this content is negative, right? This content is negative. Then you think about why all these ladies feel this empowerment and feel like they have this empowerment. And think about who gave it to them. Think about who started feminism. Yeah. It's deep. I keep telling y'all, this is spiritual warfare. And then you got men talking like this.
Give you that, but 90% of men, including me, we don't want to come off as being a weirdo or being a creepy guy. That's the reason why men don't make the approach. Nigga, GTA 6 is about to drop. The last thing I need to do is to get put away because I tried to shoot my shot and it went left.
Whenever guys say, I don't approach women because I don't want to come off as a creep, number one, you have low self-esteem. Why would a woman think you're creepy for saying hello? When I approach a woman, I'm like, wow, how lucky is this woman? She gets to potentially, if she is into me, get to go out with a fine young...
Hold up, 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 hold up. Wait a minute. What did you just say? She gets to go out with a fine, right? You think you're fine. A lady is not going to see that guy as fine. She's going to say, creep, why are you talking to me? Come on now. I saw a lady say it. I saw a comedian. I got to find that clip where the comedian said that. The guy that's a creep is the ugly guy. What a girl's going to see that guy as? Be real. The ugly guy. So he's not trying to do a GTA. But let me hear you toot your own home.
Young, handsome, rich, successful. Like, that's how I see it. You women, you girl right here, you get to benefit from potentially going out with me. However, let's flip the roles. I don't see myself as that guy. I see myself as less than her. So now I think it's creepy. I look at this girl like, I don't even like myself like that. So if I approached her, if I don't like me, she's definitely not gonna like me. Therefore, it's creepy. The second reason, it has nothing to do with being creepy. It's just you guys are scared of rejection, and that's okay. I'd much rather a guy say, look, bro, I'm just nervous to get told no. That's it. Bruh, think about it. Pre-Instagram and social media and dating apps, the only way to meet women is by speaking to them in person. That was the only way. Why was approaching women cool back then, but it's creepy now? If anything, it makes you stand out because most guys can't even do it. In conclusion, you don't think it's creepy, you're just scared to get rejected, and that is okay. Number two, if you think it's creepy, it's because you have low self-esteem. If you look at this girl and go, yo, she's gonna benefit from hanging out with me, you don't see it as creepy. You see it as a blessing. Like, I'm about to bless this chick for hanging out with me. But hey, that's just my 2 cents. What do I know?
The wild thing, what you have to think about, think logically. When ladies dress sexy on the internet, right? Say if they dress sexy on Facebook, I've been a victim of this. Ladies are targeting a certain person, or sometimes they're targeting everyone. But it's not everyone. It's the one they want to respond. Like, for instance, when ladies dress sexy and go out to the club, oh, I'm doing it for myself. No, they're doing it for the guys they want to respond. So it's the same thing that guys already know. If it's that guy that's 6'5", 6'6", or sometimes just handsome, that's who she wants to respond. But even a lot of times, that guy's handsome, he's too short, she doesn't want him to respond. If he was taller, yeah. Because they're what? Choosy. And what do all of them say? I will take him or take nobody. I'm fine by myself. So that's what's happening. Guys are letting them be fine by themselves. And you know what? A lot of them are happy doing it. The old days are gone. And look what this guy said. This was for the other video. Bro, we have been waiting for GTA for a long time. Can't risk missing out on that. Men would rather play GTA, which that's a good game, than talking to someone and ended up in jail. And this was on the day before New Year's. Ain't that something? This is what it came to.
Not know how to talk to women.
I wonder why.
Like, they legit don't know how to talk to women because all of this random ass they've been getting away with. Like, women are starting to wake up and now they realize, like, damn, that don't work no more. No, nigga. Don't work no more. Like, we really don't give a about you. Like, the women that really got something going for themselves and their self-esteem is on 10, nigga, if you come in, you better help me oil this mother wheel I already got going, or you can get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's masculine. I'll be that.
No wonder you stayed single.
Okay, I won't be drained. I'll tell you that.
I see a lot of girls on social media talk about how they go out to the clubs now and guys don't hit on them or go up to them anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, that's because of women. You did that by blowing men up on social media or screenshotting their courting text or making fun of them or whatever the case may be. That, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I am that dude. I don't go up to women. Was never really my way of courting women at a bar or a club, going up or whatever the case may be. That's never been my route. But I see more and more women now. We go out and men don't even come up to us anymore. Like, how are we supposed to meet somebody? I think that's at fault on both sides, but I think women need to take responsibility in a way, because it's harder now, because again, 75% of women are looking for the wrong thing. And I think 75% of men are also kind of looking for the wrong thing. They're just looking for a girl that they're attracted to, that they could have sex with tonight. And then whatever happens from there, happens from there.
Feminism sold us the biggest scam of our generation. They told us we were empowered, but what did we actually get? Burnout, debt, stress, a double life where we work like men and still carry the entire home on our backs. And here's the truth nobody's talking about. Feminism didn't set women free. It trapped us in a masculine system that we were never designed for. They told us to compete with men, to lead like men, to talk, think, act like men, and now we're exhausted, we're disconnected, resentful, and wondering why nothing feels right. We don't need more feminism. We need to reclaim the femininity that was stolen from us, because that's where a woman's real power has always been. In softness, in harmony, emotional intelligence, intuition, influence, not in becoming a copy of the men we were created to complement. If you want to break free from this conditioning and learn how to step back into your feminine design, the design that brings peace, love, protection, and real freedom, that's exactly what I teach inside the Feminine Reset.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.